A director arguably has the biggest impact to a movie as he sets the tone to it and brings the different technical aspects of the filmmaking together to make a movie which represents his vision. So when a good director is on the helm of a film, most of the times it turns out to be a good movie. But there are some directors in Bollywood that are making movies that are really bad and are ruining the names of Bollywood. So this is our list of top 10 worst directors in Bollywood. Keep in mind, we are taking directors who have directed more than 2 movies in their career, and we won't be counting directors who just have 1 film under their belt. So let's get started. Number 10, Shabbir Khan. Making his debut with the movie Kambaktish, Shabbir Khan was always going to fail with a movie that has a stupid plot point of an intern doctor forgetting her watch inside a patient while in surgery, and then the patient believing the alarm of the watch to be a sign from God. I mean, what the hell is this story about? And no matter how many Hollywood stars make a cameo in this movie with such a story, it was always going to be called dumb. But Shabbir Khan hasn't stopped there and is responsible for movies like Hero Panti, Baghi and Munna Michael. Now Baghi is just an enjoyable mindless action flick, but the other 2 movies are genuinely plain mediocre movies that feel old and repeated and bring nothing new to the table. And we are hoping that Munna Michael is the last bad movie we have to watch from Shabbir. Number 9, Gopal Varma. Once upon a time, he was one of the biggest directors in Bollywood with movies such as Shiva, Satya, Rangila, Kaun, Company, Bhoot and Sarkar under his name. But since the disastrous Gopal Varma ki aag, his career has taken a nosedive with regards to his Bollywood movies. Over the past 10 years, he has given us bad movies such as Nishab, Darling, Contract, Foong, Agyat, Not a Love Story, Department, Bhoot Returns, Satya 2, Sarkar 3 and Virappan. And the worst part is, he still has the talent to make good movies as he has directed Run, The Attacks of 2611 and Rakta Charitra in the last 10 years as well. And that is the reason he's so low on this list. It's just that he's making more bad movies than good ones lately. He has 2 upcoming movies in this year and hopefully he goes back to his glory days and surprises all of us with his good movies. Number 8, Prabhu Deva. Okay, now before you guys start abusing us in the comments, hear us out. Prabhu Deva is a great dancer and a great choreographer and has directed some good movies in the South Indian industry. But when it comes to Bollywood, the story is a bit different. While Wanted and Rowdy Rathore were genuinely good masala movies, his next venture Ramaya Vastavaya was a disappointment. And R. Rajkumar was just another mindless film with a good Shahid Kapoor performance. But since then, he has directed one of the worst films I've ever watched, which is Action Jackson, and followed up with another bad movie which is Sing is Bling. Both of which had good actors in leading roles but were not received well by the audience because of poor scripts and bad direction. It's been 3 years since Sing is Bling was released and let's pray that's the last Prabhu Deva directed movie we ever have to watch and he only entertains us with his dancing. Number 7, Vivek Agnihotri. When one starts their career by blatantly copying one of the greatest movies of all time, it gives us an idea of how much creativity they lack. Vivek Agnihotri did it by directing Chocolate, which was clearly a copy of The Usual Suspects. And copying it is one thing, but the execution of it was so bad that every critic slammed it. Vivek Agnihotri then went on to direct Dhandarandan Gol, which was average at best, and then he decided to bring the audience to the theatre with sex scenes instead of good direction and a good story, as he directed The First Hate Story and Zid, both of which were cheap movies. He, however, made the best movie of his career, which was Buddha in the Traffic Jam, but then went right back to making bad movies like Jununiyat. Now, although his next film, The Tashkent File, looks to be promising, you never know how it will turn out to be. Number 6, Satish Kaushik. Satish Kaushik has always been a good actor and has always given good performances. But when it comes to his direction, many of you might not even know half the movies that he has directed as they went unnoticed at the box office for being plain bad. Satish Kaushik made his directorial debut back in 1993 with the movie Roop Ki Rani Choro Ka Raja, which was hated by the critics and the audience alike. And after taking a 6-year break, he made a comeback and made some horrible movies such as Hamara Dil Aapke Paas Hai, Mujhe Kuch Kehna Hai and Badai Ho Badai. He also made Hum Aapke Dil Mein Rehte and Tere Naam, which were good movies and did well at the box office. But then he made even worse movies than his earlier ones like Vada, Shaadi Se Pehle, Karz, Milenge Milenge and even a remake of the movie Juno named Tere Sang. His last movie was Gang of Ghosts in 2014, which also did horribly. However, he's rumored to release a new movie named Kagaz in 2019, so let's hope it's better than his previous ventures. Number 5, Shirish Kunder. When you're more famous for being married to Farah Khan and getting into a fight with Shah Rukh Khan than your actual Bollywood career, surely there's something significantly wrong with what you're doing. Starting his Bollywood career as an editor, Shirish Kunder edited a total of 21 movies before making his directorial debut with the movie Jaane Man. And it was one of the cheesiest fucking movies I have ever watched. And as a testament to how bad it was, Salman Khan, instead of promoting his own movie, decided to go and promote Dawn, which released on the same day. After that, he wrote the abysmal Tismar Khan before making one of the worst movies ever made in Bollywood named Joker. And not just that, he also wrote the movie. That was in 2012. And since then, he has only directed a short film named Kriti, which was not half bad. But he is still struggling with the bad image he created for himself, and it doesn't seem like he will direct a movie anytime soon. Number 4, Apoorva Lakhia. Starting his Bollywood career as one of the assistant directors of Lagan, one would think that when Apoorva Lakhia becomes a director, he would give us at least good, if not great movies. But when his first movie, Mumbai Se Aaya Mera Dost, released, it got bad reviews by the critics. He followed this up with another mess of a movie named Ek Ajnabi, which was based on a movie named Man on Fire. However, in 2007, he directed Shootout at Lokhandwala, which might suggest a change in fortune, but since then he has directed worthless movies such as Mission Istanbul, a segment in 10 Kahaniyan, the most pointless remake ever, which is Zanjeer, and also Hasina Parker. Clearly, this guy is not the best out there. Number 3, Indra Kumar. Indra Kumar has been in the industry for 30 years now, and at first he directed some okayish romantic drama movies like Dil, Beta, Man, Ishq, and even some bad ones like Raja, Ashik and Rishte, all of which failed at the box office and also had bad ratings from critics all around. But it was in 2004 when he made the comedy movie Masti and totally changed the genre of movies he was making. He followed that up with Dhamal, which again was a fun comedy movie. Now, although it was copied from the movie It's a Mad World, the execution was good and the movie was hilarious. But since then, he has directed movies like Pyare Mohan, Double Dhamal, Grand Masti, Great Grand Masti and Super Nani, all of which have been bad and cringy and probably showcase everything that is bad with Bollywood right now. Unfunny WhatsApp jokes and cheap vulgar comedy in the name of adult comedy. And his upcoming movie Total Dhamal doesn't seem like it would be a good one either. So we hope that it flops if it's not a good movie and we can just stop getting the same shit over and over again from Bollywood. Number 2, Vijay Krishna Acharya. By now everyone knows who Vijay Krishna Acharya is and all of his shitty work as a director. But he hasn't always been this bad. He wrote the screenplay for the first 2 Dhoom movies, so surely there's some talent in there. But then he should have just stuck to writing screenplays, as his first venture as a director in Bollywood showed that he was not fit to be a director. The movie Tashan had a big star cast and was under the Yash Raj banner. And still the movie failed at the box office and was universally hated. But guess what Yash Raj decided to do? They decided that he should write and direct the sequel to one of their biggest franchise, the Dhoom series. And he ended up directing Dhoom 3, which again was abysmal, but somehow did good at the box office because of the fame of the Dhoom series. And then he released his third directional film, which was Thugs of Hindustan. And because Victor is so smart, he showed boats in the sea in Rajasthan. Clearly, he should not be directing any other movies ever again and no one should ever go to watch it. I mean, seriously. Number 1, Sajid Khan. When Sajid Khan made his directorial debut with the movie Darna Zaruri Hai, it was like a warning to all of the audience who were gonna suffer because of his movies. Now, not all of his movies are bad, as Hey Baby is still watchable and Houseful 1 and 2, despite being very dumb movies, are still okayish with some laughs. It's the 2 movies that he made after Houseful 2 are the reasons why he's on top of this list. First of all, when a director's dream project is to remake Himmat Wala, which itself is an okayish movie, you know the director doesn't have any kind of ambition or creativity. But he somehow convinced Ajay Devgan to work in the movie and the movie was a disaster and one of the worst movies ever. But then he followed that up with an even worse movie. I mean, why the fuck was Hum Shakals even made? Who approved of this movie? Who even thought that this would be a funny concept? Since then, he has not directed a film. He was supposed to direct the Houseful 4 movie, but he was fired due to some controversies, and we are happy and we hope that he never directs another movie ever again. So this was our video for the top 10 worst directors in Bollywood. Who do you think should be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for supporting us, guys. Follow our social media accounts to get to know us better, like and share this video and subscribe to Brainwash for more videos like these.